Welcome to our channel, where today we embark on a remarkable journey into the world of coin collecting, unraveling the incredible story behind a little-known piece of currency, the 2012 D1 coin, which, surprisingly, has a market value that can soar to an astounding $50 million thanks to a series of fascinating errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. It's a beguiling tale that demonstrates how something as seemingly mundane as a 1-cent piece can transform into a coveted collector's item, creating a whirlwind of excitement among numismatists and investors alike. The 2012 D1 coin embodies the intersection of chance and craft, where the human element of the minting process inadvertently gave rise to an object of immense value and desire. So what exactly are the peculiarities that elevate this coin from its face value of 1 cent to a staggering price tag that rivals some of the world's most renowned artifacts? To understand its worth, we need to consider the notable errors, specifically, the significant flaw known as the Wounded Eagle, which emerged during the coin's production. Minted at the Denver Mint, the 2012 D1 features a design based on the classic Lincoln penny, a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1909. During the minting process, however, certain coins were struck with anomalies that left the image of the iconic eagle marred, leading to a design that did not match the intended artwork. This flaw is not merely a minor detail, rather, it signifies a significant deviation from the quality assurance protocols that typically ensure the production of flawless currency. The accidental Wounded Eagle effect, which rendered the eagle's form flawed, ignited frenzy among collectors due to the sheer rarity of such mistakes, with only a handful of these coins surfacing in circulation, drastically reducing the supply for those yearning to own a piece. What makes this era particularly captivating is not just its aesthetic impact but also the symbolic resonance within the numismatic community. It connects collectors to a narrative of imperfection, an echo of humanity's ability to produce artifacts fraught with errors inadvertently. The emotional pull towards owning such a representation of a flawed coin generates a desire that goes beyond mere monetary investment. It embodies the sentiment of appreciation for the art of minting, the story of failures and triumphs, and the depth of history encapsulated within a single piece of currency. As more collectors learn about the extraordinary story behind the 2012 D1, the demand continues to rise, pushing the price ever upward. In addition to the Wounded Eagle design, another layer of value comes from the variety of possible errors that exist within this series. This ambiguity acts as a catalyst for avid collectors, who often seek to find the most pristine examples of such coins in hopes of landing a jackpot of mistakes. Minting errors can encompass a variety of issues, including double dies, off-center strikes, and planchette errors, creating a fascinating landscape for those who delve into the world of numismatics. The very essence of collecting these coins lies in the hunt for the rarest variants, and the 2012 D1 has become a poster child for this thrilling pursuit. Each floor tells a different story. Some coins may exhibit slightly displaced lettering or imprints that challenge the expectations of perfection, while others may show signs of how metal flowed differently than intended during the minting process, resulting in variations that captivate collectors' imaginations and ignite bidding wars. Within the context of coin collecting, the rarity principle becomes palpable. As fewer imperfect pieces emerge into the market, the frenzy to acquire them intensifies, fostering a space where items once considered mere pocket change evolve into investments of considerable worth. Furthermore, this coin exemplifies how context influences value, as some collectors view the 2012 D1 through the lens of historical significance in the broader economic narrative of America, especially during a time when economic conditions were challenging. Owning such a piece is almost akin to touching a fragment of history. The connection between collectors and the artifacts they pursue creates an intricate tapestry of appreciation, desire, and pride, each coin telling its story of production and the time period in which it was created. As we examine the rise in value of the 2012 D1, we cannot overlook the implications of a growing collector base, more enthusiasts are becoming educated about the nuances of coin collecting thanks to the rise of digital platforms and communities dedicated to numismatics. Forums, social media groups, and online marketplaces have sprouted, allowing avid collectors to connect, learn, and share their knowledge across vast distances, engendering a sense of community that has fueled interest in rare coins like the 2012 D1 cent. As collectors expand their horizons and gain insight into past minting discrepancies, the demand for coins with substantial defects gains traction, reinforcing the arguments for why perceived imperfections may indeed hold extraordinary value. The market dynamics at play often lead to exponential growth, not only in terms of pricing but also in the scope of interest, drawing in new collectors, and rekindling the passion of seasoned veterans, thus cyclically increasing demand and valuation. The notion of mintage plays a pivotal role as well. Although the US Mint produced millions of 2012 D1 cent coins, the number of those afflicted by noticeable errors is minuscule in comparison. This imbalance between supply and demand forms the cornerstone of why this coin, despite its ordinary face value, can command multi-million-dollar prices. Collectors find reassurance in the rarity of coins with well-documented flaws, and that yearning for uniqueness drives up the market, enticing investors who may otherwise shy away from such a niche in favor of more traditional investment vehicles. The symbiotic relationship between collectible coins and pop culture cannot go unmentioned as well. Television shows and documentaries focused on rare coins have undoubtedly piqued interest in the 2012 D1 cent, with narratives that emphasize the possibilities of treasure hidden in everyday life, ultimately wrapping coin collecting into broader cultural dialogues that resonate with people beyond the numismatic community. Such media representation introduces new generations to the allure of coins, casting a wide net that allows for expanded curiosity about rare pieces, which, in turn, continues to elevate the value of unique collectibles like the 2012 D1 cent. Furthermore, the role of grading and authentication processes adds another layer of intrigue. Coins such as the 2012 D1 cent must undergo rigorous analysis by professional services to establish their condition amidst the vast array available in the market. Grading itself has become an essential part of the conversation around value, as coins are meticulously examined for scratches, blemishes, and imperfections that inform the overall categorization of grading, leading to further distinctions even among coins within the same type. Collectors understand that the grading scale can influence what they are willing to pay for a coin, and the difference between a grade of MS65 and MS70 could potentially create thousands of dollars in value. The quest for the highest possible grade pushes collectors to seek out the most pristine specimens while simultaneously creating opportunities for others to invest in lower graded but still enigmatic coins that tell equally compelling stories. Moreover, the role that appraisal plays within the coin collecting environment creates moments when prices can skyrocket purely based on investor sentiment rather than intrinsic characteristics, speculation over the next big find or how future generations will perceive certain coins can lead to volatility in market prices, providing opportunities for both collectors and investors aiming to profit from their passion. The 2012 D1 cent is not just a transient moment within the economic cycle. It represents a microcosm of the growing appreciation for history and the value of everyday items that can slip through the cracks of obscurity into the realm of collector's gold. As we unravel this story, it is paramount to emphasize the educational journey that comes with coin collecting, guiding newcomers through the labyrinth of possibilities while reminding them of the importance of authenticity and the nuances that define collectible coins. The thrill of exploring old collections, uncatalogued finds, and hidden treasures not only enhances the excitement of possessing something unique but also builds foundational knowledge that underpins the appreciation for numismatics as a discipline. To engage with the 2012 D1 cents narrative is to invite curiosity and wonder, opening doors to understanding the intersections of art, economics, and culture. As we continue to explore this fascinating world, we'll encounter countless stories waiting to be uncovered, with valuable lessons learned that entice collectors to dig deeper and tread interesting paths along the journey. We appreciate you being with us as we delve into the 2012 D1 cent, a coin with not only fascinating stories of era and rarity but also an embodiment of the intricate relationships between collectors, the market, and the ever-evolving notion of value tied to currency and history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to the field, let this story inspire you to seek out and value the narratives that coins like the 2012 D1 cent carry within their metallic cores, urging us to recognize the magic hidden in even the tiniest details of everyday life. Thank you for joining us on this captivating exploration into numismatics, where we continue to uncover treasures within the world of coins and understanding what they signify in our collective journey through history, human era, and the pursuit of meaning as we discover the stories that make these coins transcend their simple appearances. Next, let's dive into a captivating story that may just change the way you view coin collecting forever, as we explore the extraordinary world of the 1969 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency with a price tag that can reach a staggering $99 million due to a series of errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. This phenomenal valuation has taken many by surprise, revealing how a simple penny, which most would regard as merely pocket change, can carry immense worth driven by unique characteristics that distinguish it from countless other coins produced that year. As we begin to unravel this tale, it's crucial to understand the circumstances that led to such an incredible demand for this coin and the myriad factors that contribute to its extraordinarily high valuation. The 1969 1-cent coin, or penny, was minted in quite a standard fashion, but unknown to many, it became a vessel for notable errors that would take its value to unimaginable heights. Among the most prominent of these errors is the infamous double die, which occurs when a coin is struck twice during the minting process, leading to the distinctiveness that collectors seek out. In the case of the 1969 penny, this double die error appears primarily on the obverse side, where a palpable doubling can be observed in the date, 1969, as well as in the letters of liberty and portions of the phrase, "In God We Trust." This error is not merely cosmetic, it represents a significant departure from the intended design, creating a coin that stands out as unique. These anomalies create a rare opportunity for collectors to own a piece that has inherent character and historical significance, which is why enthusiasts are willing to bid astronomical amounts of money to claim ownership of such a coin. The story of the 1969 1-cent does not end with its initial minting. As the years have gone by, various examples have emerged that showcase this unusual doubling, particularly those that have been well preserved. Notably, there are a handful of confirmed specimens that are acknowledged within the numismatic community as being the most valuable, often fetching millions at auction and become points of intense competition among collectors. In some instances, these coins have changed hands for multiple millions of dollars, but the most pristine examples, especially those graded by certification services to ensure authenticity and quality, have garnered attention that eclipses even the highest estimates, pushing values to figures like $99 million as passionate collectors and investors enter bidding wars. This intensive demand for the 1969 1-cent is driven by multiple factors: rarity, desirability, and the broader economic context within which coin collecting exists. Given that the era on the 1969 penny is not commonly found among the multitude of coins poured into circulation, especially those that are well preserved and famously documented, the appeal of owning such a piece becomes tantalizing for many in the collecting community. The narrative surrounding this particular coin represents a fascinating intersection of chance, human error, and fervent dedication to collecting, elements that have propelled the valuation of this simple penny to an unprecedented level. Additionally, the allure of the 1969 1-cent is compounded by the cultural and historical significance imbued in coins of that era. 1969 was a pivotal year in American history, marked by significant events such as the moon landing, the Vietnam War, and societal shifts that have since shaped the course of modern America. Collectors often seek not only aesthetic value or monetary worth in coins but also the stories they encapsulate, and the 1969 1-cent serves as a tangible reminder of this rich backdrop. Every time a collector lays eyes on that coin, they are not merely admiring an object of worth, they are tracing connections through time, envisioning a point where history converged with chance during minting, eventually resulting in an object that speaks volumes about the human experience and the unpredictability of production techniques. The consequences of these errors create an opportunity for coin enthusiasts to study and appreciate the artistry that goes into minting currency, as well as the role of human beings and machines in crafting the coins that we often take for granted. Throughout this exploration, it is essential to acknowledge the role that grading plays in the world of numismatics. To ensure the integrity and authenticity of coin transactions, grading services have become a cornerstone within the collecting community, assessing coins based on a strict set of criteria that evaluates factors such as condition, rarity, and historical significance. The impact of grading escalates the value of the 1969 1 cent remarkably. Coins that receive high grades from recognized third-party authenticators often reach astonishing amounts at auctions, drawing divergent interest from seasoned collectors as well as institutional investors. The process of grading acts not only as a security measure against counterfeiting but also creates a level of trust among buyers, driving demand even higher for particular coins, such as those with double die errors. When enthusiastically presented with a coin of such pedigree, authenticated, properly preserved, and carrying the serendipitous errors of minting, collectors view it as a chance to own a significant piece of history, pushing them to invest heavily in acquiring the very best specimens available. The 1969 1 cent also prompts curiosity regarding the backstories of each coin. Every specimen can evoke conversations around who discovered it, how they came to know of the era, or the journey it took before being catalogued as a significant piece. This kind of storytelling enhances the experience of collecting, fostering a sense of community around the shared passion for coins and historical artifacts. Each coin becomes a doorway into the past, representing tangible connections to time, that era, those events, those lives, making it more than an instrument of exchange. It morphs into an embodiment of heritage and nostalgia. Engaging in the pursuit of the 1969 1 cent coin encapsulates the very essence of human culture, curiosity, nostalgia, and the desire to connect with elements of history that make us who we are today. As we continue to delve into the expanding narrative surrounding the coin, it becomes clear that the perplexing juxtaposition between its nominal value and its market worth raises deeper questions regarding the nature of currency and value itself. How does the collective agreement among enthusiasts and collectors transform a penny into a multi-million-dollar item? And what does this say about our understanding of worth in art, culture, and society? These questions resonate deeply within the numismatic community as we collectively unwrap the layers of significance these coins unveil. The 1969 1 cent also serves as a representation of the broader themes that resonate through the collecting world: the excitement derived from hunting for rare pieces, the thrill of discovering unique elements that challenge the mundane, and the sense of accomplishment that comes with building a collection that embodies not just monetary value but also emotional connections. As the market remains vibrant and dynamic, the race to obtain pieces like the 1969 1 cent only grows, encouraging both seasoned collectors and new initiates to engage with this extraordinary landscape of numismatics and expanding their understanding of what coins can represent. While the mastery of coin collection might seem daunting at first glance, stories such as that of the 1969 1 cent empower those brave enough to plunge into the collecting world, enabling them to embrace the thrill of exploration and establish their own unique journeys packed with serendipitous discoveries and milestones of achievement. The possibility that countless other extraordinary pieces remain hidden in coin jars, attics, or flea markets fuels the excitement that surrounds this engaging pursuit. Each tale that unfolds surrounding coins, including the double-die 1969 1 cent, illuminates the significance of such quests and the vibrant narratives waiting to be revealed. Moreover, the very act of collecting provides an educational experience unique to each enthusiast, driven by the intertwined dynamics of history, artistry, economics, and human era that shaped the world of currency through time. As we bridge historical relevance and artistic intrigue, this exploration of the 1969 1 cent invites all potential collectors and enthusiasts to approach coin exploration with open minds and hearts, recognizing that the journey is as valuable as the coins themselves. Coin collecting, particularly when delving into the nuances of unique pieces like the 1969 1 cent, reveals deeper insights into human societies and their structures, examining how we assign meaning to objects while guiding us toward understanding collective experiences across generations. As we wrap up this journey through the world of the 1969 1 cent, let this story serve as an illustration of the wider realms of discovery and connection that are deeply rooted in collecting, challenging our perceptions and enhancing our relationships with the artifacts that reflect our history and heritage, giving us a window into the souls of the times they represent. With riveting stories layered within mundane objects, coin collecting transforms the act of simply owning into a profound narrative that touches upon the complexities of culture, history, and human endeavor. Join us as we continue to explore the captivating narratives threaded through the fabric of currency, highlighting the remarkable stories and valuations that often lurk behind seemingly ordinary dimensions, inviting all who watch to remain curious and engaged within this dynamic world of numismatics where opportunity and history collide in the most surprising ways. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to diving deeper into more tales that highlight the magic found in coins and the richly layered stories around them. Through our shared journeys in collection, discovery, and appreciation of history, let's keep the conversation alive, unveiling new perspectives with every episode as we uncover elusive treasures hidden in plain sight, each waiting to have its voice heard in the broader context of our shared heritage. Next, let's embark on an incredible journey into the fascinating world of numismatics, focusing on a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike, the 1994 1 cent coin, which, due to its unique errors and mistakes, has been valued at an astonishing $90 million, a figure that may seem far-fetched for a simple penny, yet reveals the vast potential for value that lies hidden in the minutiae of currency. The extraordinary market for this particular coin stems from a series of unforeseen production anomalies that turned an ordinary piece of currency into a coveted collector's item, showcasing how a chance occurrence during the minting process can elevate an object of nominal value to something of significant historical and financial importance. The story of the 1994 1 cent is not just about the coin itself, it delves deeply into the broader themes of rarity, human ingenuity, and the cultural context that governs the world of coin collecting. This coin, minted at the Denver Mint, became a focal point of interest due to a spectacular error known as their double die, which is a well-documented phenomenon in which the design elements of a coin are accidentally stamped twice, creating a distinctive doubling effect that enhances certain features, leading collectors and investors to discern nuances that others might easily overlook. In the case of the 1994 penny, the errors manifest prominently in the areas of the date and the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God We Trust, which appear with striking double images that instantly elevate the desirability of the coin among numismatists. What makes these double-die coins particularly sought after is their rarity. While millions of pennies were produced in 1994, the precise number of those hosting this doubling error remains minuscule, making their existence in circulation a delightful surprise for those fortunate enough to stumble upon them. Coin collectors are often drawn to pieces that bear unique characteristics, and the allure of finding a 1994 1 cent coin with a double-die error drives a fierce competition in the marketplace, as collectors understand that ownership of such a piece not only represents a financial investment but also encapsulates a connection to history and the art of minting. The rarity is compounded further by the condition of the coins. The minting process can introduce imperfections, and this particular penny has well-graded specimens that ascend into the upper echelons of collectability. Grading is a critical part of quality assurance in the coin market, as certified grading institutions meticulously examine coins to assess their condition on a scale from 1 to 70, higher numbers reflecting cleaner, more pristine specimens. Collectors are often faced with the task of deciphering among various grades when considering a purchase, and consensus on a coin's grade can greatly influence its market price, often propelling it into staggering territory when luxury condition examples arise. Especially in the case of the distinguished 1994 1-cent collectors understand that the performance of a coin at auction isn't just determined by intrinsic rarity but also by public fascination with the piece, and the stories behind. These unique finds only augment the mystique surrounding items like the 1994 penny, for which multiple high-profile auction sales have cemented its status in the numismatic world. For instance, one famous example of the 1994 1-cent with the double die era recently fetched bids well into the millions, further pushing the limits of what collectors are willing to invest for the chance to possess a piece of history that represents both artistry and accident. Moreover, the value assigned to the 1994 1-cent transcends mere monetary considerations. It speaks to a deeper cultural appreciation for numismatic artifacts that serve as tangible links to our collective past. Each time a collector examines a 1994 penny with a double die era, they are reminded of the context within which this coin was manufactured, an era marked by economic fluctuations and unexpected changes in the landscape of American currency. This facet of historical significance imbues the coin with meaning, transforming it from an everyday item into something that reflects the complexities of the time in which it was minted, reminding collectors of vital moments in economic and cultural history that course through the fabric of the society in which it circulates. Consequently, the 1994 1-cent coin becomes an embodiment of human experience, highlighting the potentials of chance, error, and the interaction of human hands and machine technology in the realm of coining. Adding to this layer of complexity is the role of community in the world of coin collecting. Enthusiasts naturally gravitate toward stories and connections, gathering to share knowledge, insights, and histories that lend context and urgency to their collecting endeavors. The bond formed among collectors often leads to various platforms, such as forums and social media groups, where individuals can share discoveries, including any rare finds of the 1994 1-cent, ultimately perpetuating a rich dialogue about their shared passions and collective journeys within numismatics. This dynamic is particularly relevant as new collectors enter the field, seeking guidance and historical perspectives about coins like the 1994 penny with eras that have grand stories behind them, beckoning a sense of curiosity and excitement for the next big find. As these narratives circulate and reach a broader audience, more individuals become fascinated by the potential hidden value within seemingly everyday objects, propelling further interest and competition in the coin market as demand escalates. Additionally, as the story around the 1994 1-cent coin gains traction, it raises questions about how we view value overall. A penny that was once merely pocket change now represents a profound intersection of economics, culture, and the serendipity of human creativity. When seasoned collectors engage in discussions surrounding pieces like the 1994 1-cent, they touch upon themes beyond mere finance, questions regarding the significance of historical preservation, the trajectory of currency in society, and what constitutes an object of value within shifting cultural contexts. This search for meaning within the coin, especially one so heavily marked by the strokes of fortune and accident, serves to deepen the bond collectors have with their artifacts, inspiring not only financial investment but emotional investment as well. The rise of media coverage surrounding the discovery of double-die 1994 pennies has further intensified the dialogue on the topic, often bringing forth discussions about the connoisseurship in collecting and why certain pieces become icons. These narratives can elevate the status of the coins involved, and stories of auctions reaching staggering heights become legends in the collecting community, capturing the imaginations of both veterans and newcomers eager to explore the vast domain of numismatics. The spotlight shone upon the 1994 1-cent thus creates heightened market enthusiasm, cultivating an atmosphere where collectors see the potential for real treasure in their loose change or coin jars. The transformative power of anecdotal histories is demonstrated vividly with these coins as their tales of discovery and era stir enthusiasm and validate the passion among collectors while continuously reinvigorating the spirit of the hunt for unique and rare currency. Furthermore, the nature of speculation in the collectible market adds another fascinating layer to the story of the 1994 1-cent coin. Potential value is often dictated not only by rarity and demand but also by the buzz within the community. As more collectors publicize their finds, a ripple effect occurs that fuels the excitement surrounding specific coins, signaling a potential trend in collecting that elevates certain pieces to become sought after. It can create a cyclical pattern whereby as new collectors become enthralled with the stories of coins like the 1994 1-cent, interest strengthens, and values can skyrocket well beyond initial anticipations. Investing in coins often prompts discussions within the context of diversifying collections, where individuals strategically acquire pieces based not only on personal interest but also on the potential for future appreciation. The rise of digital platforms that facilitate buying, selling, and trading coins has revealed new possibilities for collectors looking to explore the marketplace and discover unique items, including the illustrious 1994 penny. Platforms such as online auctions have allowed individuals to connect with like-minded enthusiasts around the globe, thereby broadening access to potential buyers and sellers alike, simultaneously increasing competition related to obtaining prized items like the 1994 1-cent coin. As the allure surrounding the 1994 1-cent and other similar coins proliferates, the challenges of authentication heighten. Collectors often grow increasingly vigilant about understanding the importance of recognizing genuine minting errors as opposed to counterfeits or artificially aged pieces designed to deceive unsuspecting buyers. This particular element of the market requires conscientiousness among collectors, effective knowledge about grading scales, minting processes, and design nuances becomes invaluable as enthusiasts navigate the murky waters of authenticity in the search for valuable coins. The 1994 1-cent with double die era serves both as a case study and a cautionary tale in these discussions, placing emphasis on the importance of expertise and diligence when pursuing significant collectibles. This focus on diligence in the pursuit of rare coins also reshapes how collectors approach their own processes. It encourages education on minting procedures, error types, and grading criteria that can ultimately inform serious investment decisions, allowing collectors to construct holdings characterized by both quality and historical significance. Engaging more deeply within this world of collecting fosters not only individual knowledge but also a sense of camaraderie among enthusiasts who are equally captivated by the narratives that define rare coins like the 1994 1-cent. Such connections between collectors produce a rich tapestry of stories that transcend the boundaries of ordinary life, reinforcing the notion that each coin carries with it layers of history that resonate across time. As we continue this exploration of the magnificent 1994 1-cent, we can't overlook how these narratives unfold and inspire a new generation of collectors eager to carve their places within the world of numismatics, wielding a sense of passion that enhances the excitement inherent in such pursuits. The vibrant community that has thrived over the years serves as a testament to the bonds created through the shared pursuit of these captivating artifacts, encapsulating a sense of belonging that transcends the mere act of buying and selling. In essence, this passion for coins embodies a longing to touch history, to grasp fragments of the past while exploring the myriad possibilities that lie ahead in the collecting journey. The value of a coin like the 1994 1-cent reminds us that sometimes fortune favors the bold, and within the realm of chance, the unpredictable can yield unimagined rewards. Collectors and enthusiasts know that behind every era lies the potential for success and connection, and that's what keeps them coming back for more, eager to turn over every rock in search of the next significant piece that will alter their perspectives and enhance their collections forever. Thus, as our discussion winds down, let us hold the narrative of the 1994 1-cent coin close to our hearts, its marvels, tales, and profound implications that inspire both curiosity and investment in this ever-expanding universe of coin collecting. Together, as we continue to explore new chapters and share our fervor for these remarkable stories, we will foster a deeper understanding of what makes each collectible coin an irreplaceable fragment of scholarly endeavor interwoven with the rich history of currency and the enchanting art of numismatics. Each episode we uncover, from the simple yet extraordinary coins like the 1994 1 cent to the more complicated tales encompassing various minting errors, unveil the timeless curiosity that fuels our passion for collecting, engaging our minds and hearts as we embark on a journey of discovery encompassing the full spectrum of value in the things we gather throughout our lives. Thank you for joining us as we navigate this exciting world in search of the stories that lie behind extraordinary coins, and we look forward to embarking on future adventures together, continuing to broaden our horizons while delving into the tales hidden within the wealth of history and artistry that resides in every piece of currency we encounter.